coming up this week, it's an update on Project Go a Bit Further. I admit it's not the snappiest of titles. Must do better there. So if you've seen recent videos, you will know I have set myself a brand new challenge, and what I'm trying to do is to go a little bit further. That's why it's called Project Go a Bit Further. Yes, I must come up with something snappier than that. But the idea is I've been like a 10k runner now for quite a while, and although I have run half a marathon, I've only done it once. So my plan is to try and do it more frequently. And I'm doing this in a number of phases, and the first phase is to try and get out there and put in a bit more mileage, because I think that's going to help me, even if the distances to start off with are actually, quite modest. And how's it going? Well, actually, in internet time, it's been 2 weeks, but IRL, in real life, it's only been a week. So I have to say the first week's gone well. I went out for a midweek run. I did a 5k. I'm already starting as I mean to go on, which is great. So it's a weekend now, and I'm heading out trying to do a 10k. That is the plan. There we are, run complete, 10k done. Wonderful. I really enjoyed that because the sun is shining. The forecast today was terrible, but it was also wrong. So, which is great because I went out for a dog walk this morning. It's a weekend, dog walk this morning, and on the beach. It was very pleasant. And now the sun is actually quite warm. And I'm actually recording this right at the end of October. There were quite a few. I don't know what's going on. I think it might be the zombie apocalypse. There was a lot of people walking like vampires and things around, strangely. So something's gone on. I don't know. It's a COVID thing. I've no idea. And saw a couple of ghosts. And yeah, that was good. Unexpected. When brothers are dying, I believe. Something I've been meaning to mention for ages. I should probably buy something like a Garmin. I know lots of you have Garmins and really rate them. But I use an Apple Watch. I'm a bit of an Apple fanboy, actually, I'm sorry to say. And I know it's terrible, isn't it? And I have this Apple Watch. And in an update recently, Watch OS 8, I think it was, Apple added, finally, a feature where if you're out for a run, you're tracking the run on your watch, and finally it will give you an update every kilometre. It'll tell you what you're doing. And when Watch OS 8 came out, what I tend to do when I'm out, I can stream music just from my watch to my AirPods if I leave my phone at home. But what I do to save a bit of battery on my watch, I tend to stream music or podcasts from my phone to the AirPods, and then the watch is tracking my run. And what was happening was that I was listening to the podcast or the music, and then the watch was giving me the updates, and I couldn't hear it. So I'm trying to hold the watch up to my ear so I can hear what it's saying. I'd rather just look at the watch, actually. And it was doing that during my 10k event that I was in. When Watch OS 8.1 came out, they changed it. So now, even if you're streaming from your phone to your AirPods, the watch is clever enough to get it to pause and give you the update. However, for some reason, it's doing it really quietly. Now, I don't know, I'm a little bit deaf in my right ear, and it's only doing it in my right ear. So whether it's actually my terrible hearing that's the problem, or whether it's actually a bug, or there's a setting somewhere, I don't know. But if you've got an Apple Watch, it is giving you updates, which is a good thing. And yeah, about time, frankly. Now, something that I didn't mention last week's video, if you saw it, I was talking about my project to go further, my wish to go out and run a longer distance. And one of the things that has made me come to that decision that I can talk about is that ever since I've been running, I've found that I have this kind of comfortable running pace. It's about 6:20 per kilometre. It's not fast and it's not slow, it's just kind of middling. And I find that if I go faster, as I did in the 10k event recently, the 10k race, I was going kind of 5 5:35, 5:40, something like that. 10k really is my limit. I get worn out. Although the other thing I said, if I do more miles, that would become easier. But I'm thinking, actually, if I'm running at sort of 6:20ish, I find that I can just kind of get into the zone and just basically just keep going. I mean, there will come a point when I will need food, or I will need to stop, and you know, it will get a bit tricky. You know, after a while, I couldn't keep going indefinitely, but I do find that I can kind of get into that zone, get into that pace, and just sort of trudge on. So that's why I think that longer distances will kind of suit me. But it doesn't mean that I mustn't train for it. But, you know, that's kind of where my head is. I kind of, once I get past that sort of toxic 10 and I get into that rhythm, I can just kind of plod on. And it's more than, not so much a physical challenge as a mental one, really, when that happens. So I think it's kind of convincing myself that I can do it more than actually being able to. I think that's more of it, really. Anyway, just a quick update, because as I say, I've actually only been, although it's been 2 weeks in YouTube land, it's only been a week in real life. So, you know, it's early days. But the weather, of course, this time of year, the clocks are going in the wrong direction. It's getting dark, the days are getting shorter. So it's kind of difficult, really, to motivate yourself to get out. So I've really got to try and keep this up now that I've started. So that's the plan. If you want to find out how I get on, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like if you've enjoyed this video, and I'll give you another update on how things are going next week.